This nigga.
Would you have expected this man with nearly 8 million
shit.
subscribers to lie, cheat, fake, scam, or groom?
This nigga been doing this shit for years,
This is a story
too.
about how I got scammed, lied to, and cheated on by PRETTYBOYFREDO.
Join the fucking squad, buddy, cause a whole bunch of other niggas came out and fucking got scammed by this nigga, boy. The thing is, I fuck with this nigga, bro. I used to fuck with this nigga till I knew what the fuck he stand for now. You don't stand for no good shit.
Alright, cheated on sounds crazy, but basically he scammed me out of a lot of money and fabricated a lot of things. Currently, Fredo is doing false copyright strikes on people's videos, taking people's videos down, and trying to pursue court cases about the truth that we're speaking. So I would gladly appreciate it if you shared this video to the many streamers and many people out there so we can get the truth.
I ain't gonna lie, my boy. You need to just go ahead and lock that shit up, cause what the fuck is this?
Out there as fast as possible. But hey, I have nothing to lose. He owes me a lot of money. We're gonna go in detail right now. Let's go. If one person
I need to get some water after this video
about you, then it's an anomaly. If 3 people close to you make an exposed video about you, then maybe it was a character flaw, maybe something just bad happened, maybe it was an Ibiza trip, I don't know. But if 10 people all are making exposed videos about
I think it's more than 10.
Friend, it's you that's the problem. And that's what was going on with me. You see, initially I wasn't going to make this video. I thought what happened to me was my issue, it was my problem, and I thought I was the only one. But when multiple people currently working with Fredo started coming out and telling me that they're experiencing the same exact things,
that nigga's a fraud, boy. I don't even know the nigga.
Was.
And I know you're a fraud. That's how crazy it is.
I started working with Fredo around August of 2021. And initially, I didn't know really who he was. The most I ever saw of him was years back on these viral videos, one being the marriage proposal prank, another
that
one
shit had to be fake. I think that shit was fake.
Other than that, I didn't actually know who he was. I didn't know anything about him. And our initial relationship was amazing. It was great. Eventually, Fredo would send over a video over to me, and my team would edit the video and make sure it looks beautiful and great. And we got very close, almost like brothers, every single day talking.
Like brothers?
And obviously, to better
that nigga too
understand
fake for that
videos,
shit.
I'll have to search his name up and see his past videos and try to find a way we can create the best type of videos for Fredo. And every time I would do this, I would always notice these exposed videos every time I searched up his name, and I just thought that was very weird. And sometimes my curiosity would get to me, and I would watch the videos and I would find them very strange that this nice, intelligent person that has become my friend is just being exposed like that, and they're saying some really strange
And I mean, that nigga not your friend. You need to fucking expose his ass yourself.
I just kept that at the back of my head. Like, maybe it's just celebrity.
If I'm cool, some niggas, like my niggas right now, if I'm cool on next, I see they get exposed videos coming out, like 10 of them at a time, 10 or one at a time, but 10 or multiple, fuck no. I gotta find some explanation myself.
Everybody just talks about other people. But things started to get really weird when I noticed something strange. One time I was watching a Nico Amalana video called Dating Girls in Front of Their Dads. And I thought this video was a pretty
that nigga grinding too.
And I sent this video to Fredo. I'm like, yo, Fredo, I can envision you doing this type of prank. You should go ahead and try it. Now, in the Nico Amalana video, he explains how this video took months and months of planning. I told this to Fredo, I was like, man, I like the edit. I like the way the video was. Man, I'm gonna do this. 72 hours later, Fredo already got the girl. He got the dad. He already created the video. He got 2 different parts.
I think I know what video that is.
I know he has no manager. He has no system around him. He just has me as an editor. So like for him to be able to find the dad, the daughter, and everybody so fast, I'm like astonished almost. I just found these things a bit weird, but I put it at the back of my head. Then Fredo was doing a gold digger prank. And you'll notice this video doesn't exist on his channel anymore. You'll notice a lot of videos get taken down for some strange reasons. But in the video, I saw Fredo and the girl close to each other, and I heard the cameraman say 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm just thinking like, whoa, what's going on here? I go again to listen just to make sure like, how can the camera...
I ain't gonna lie, all them gold digger pranks you see now is fucking fake as shit. None of them hoes real. If you watching that shit and thinking shit real, I'm here to tell the fucking truth. That shit is fucking fake as fuck.
And speak that loudly, like the prank...
Now this nigga wanna pop up. Hold up, bro. Let me put my nigga in this bitch, bro. Yo. I fuck, I can't hear y'all niggas. Hold up. Yo. Yo.
Boy, you gotta mute it.
Nah, it's yo. Nigga, I was
Bro, I couldn't even hear y'all, man.
I was
My
taking
fault,
the
bro.
whole time.
I couldn't hear y'all. My fault, bro. We
Yeah,
back.
said he would take.
Hold up.
He was trying to tell you to unmute her. He said he was texting you.
You was texting me on my phone?
No, I was typing in the chat. You L chat reader.
No, I'm an L chat.
Nigga, you don't look at the chat. How the hell you stream? You don't look.
I was looking at the chat. What are you talking about?
And nigga said, "Yo, you want to respond
yeah.
You want to respond about like 10 minutes later."
All right,
Dude, name was I Show Speed, and you were kind of late.
all right, bro. If y'all want to watch this shit, it's right here.
I was finna ask you, bro. We ain't playing Lunch Lady. What going on?
Bro, can I let me finish this real quick, bro. Y'all want to join and watch this video, or y'all good?
You already watched most of it now.
So you good?
Yeah.
Then shut the fuck up.
Wow.
All right, y'all. Back to it. I was just playing with them boys, but back to this shit, bro.
Exposed, like, so I go a bit closer just to hear it again, and I hear from the cameraman, 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm like, oh, Fredo fakes his videos.
I need to get some water
Now,
after this
you
shit
must
too.
be saying, as an editor, you should know if the videos are fake, right? Well, Fredo doesn't send raw footage, but Fredo always does the raw footage cutting, like every single time. I remember one time I asked him, relax, we can edit for you, we can cut down the footage. He's like, nah, nobody could do it like me. I just kept that at the back of my mind, but now I'm like, oh, he made a mistake and left this out. This video's fake. Here's my thing with fake videos. If you're gonna fake a video or make a skit, then at least give the audience an awareness that the videos aren't real. Like SMP with Tommy in it and Jareen. It's an orchestrated, planned out video with a little room for everybody to play around, but everybody knows it's not real. But making fake content and then acting like everything's real and you're the authentic, you're the rock star, you're the guy, like what happens when everybody finds out it's fake? What happens? A person's watching you for 5 years, they realize everything that they've been watching was all fake. Now, if this was Netflix, it makes sense. But brother, this is YouTube. YouTube is about being authentic. YouTube is about being real. This isn't 2017 era. And I understand why he wants to do it, because it's cost effective. Paying 2 girls $150 to come down and film that video that takes 2 hours instead of doing the real thing that may take 3 days to a week to do. I get it, but that's not how YouTube should work. And I really tried to nail this down on him. And eventually it actually worked. You notice there was a period of time where Fredo was actually making real content and he was actually getting more views. But the second I left, he started faking.
Shit, I don't know if that shit was real or not. Shit, fuck it.
Now we're about to get into the juice and everything that went down.
Like Clark said, let's get fucking negative, my nigga. Let's go.
That nobody really knows. So February comes and everyone has left SSH. Nobody wants to sign that contract. Everybody leaves him and I'm the only one there, and Dariano's sometimes there. So Fredo is like, bro, what are we going to do? And we come up with a plan to start live streaming. And because of the live streaming,
His live streaming is ass too.
Channel Fredo Live. Now this channel, the concept was we're starting from ground zero together, so we both will take earnings from this channel. Eventually the channel gets monetized, money starts coming in. I have invested over $2,000 on that channel, and Fredo then sends a contract over that basically is a 40-60 deal, which I was actually okay with. 40%, we're both spending money on that channel. I get 40%, he gets 60%. In the contract, for some reason, is an exclusivity deal. Now if you don't know what an exclusivity deal basically says, hey, if you're working with this person, you can't work with another person unless he tells you you can. Now, if you don't know, I'm an agency. That's running your bag. We work with many other creators. So the second channel that barely uploads, he wants to put an exclusivity deal, which doesn't make any sense. So many issues start popping up that I don't want to sign this contract. So I go and tell Fredo, I don't want to sign this contract. We need to revise this, and this. He starts saying, I don't know anything about contracts. Like, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm like, okay, let's get your lawyer and let's try to fix this up. He's like, nah. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I can't sign this contract. It's very bad. It's a bad contract. At this point, the channel has made almost $5,000. I've spent my own money over $2,000. It's been around 10 months. Guess how much I have been paid?
Shit.
0.
Already know.
Now, if you ask Fredo, he's like, man, I have no money. I'm broke right now. I don't have money. Fredo, there's $5,000 this channel made, and I get 40% of it. Where is it at? Oh, I don't know. I don't have it right now. End of February occurs. The live streaming isn't doing as well as we thought. Fredo is like, once again, yo, I don't know, man, what are we going to do? And I'm like, yo, Fredo, everyone has left. You're by yourself again. I saw this Kian and JC reality show. Imagine bringing it to the black community and creating opportunities for some young people who want to make content, who want to blow up, and creating a new SSH that is ready to grind, ready to go hard. And so we start working on the reality show. So April comes around, end of April. We've done with the pre-production. We're about to start filming the show. Now, mind you,
that shit's gonna be ass.
Of this show, meaning me and Fredo were on calls every day for 8 hours a day from end of February, all of March, all of April, and some June. I don't want to physically be at that location where we do the filming. The other thing I didn't want is we're together, we're sitting down, maybe like something happens and Fredo tries to peer pressure me into doing something. I really felt like that might happen, so I really wanted to step back and not go and do any of these things. Fredo starts almost like begging me to come. And the main reason why is because I was there during the whole pre-production, so I know everything that's going to happen on the show. So he really wants me to go, but I don't want to go. Last day, Fredo books me a ticket. I eventually say, you know what, what's the worst that's going to happen? And I go. Now, I'm at a hotel. It's nighttime, midnight, 9 hours before we start filming. Fredo calls me, and he's like, hey, yo, you're not stepping a single inch into the reality house unless you sign that contract. I'm like, Fredo, what are you talking about? I didn't want to come here. Now you're trying to force a contract down my throat? And me and Fredo just start getting at it again. And I'm starting to get like really weird vibes from him. He's a bad businessman. And he's not yelling, but he's being very forceful.
And the thing is, Fredo's reputation is so fucking bad right now, bro, that I believe everything he's fucking saying, bro.
And to get me to sign a contract. Now, I have no way back home. I'm 1,000 miles away from home. And he really wants me to sign this contract. And after like an hour of talking with him, I finally signed that contract. This is very similar to, once again, with the SSH. What he wanted to do was this. You can all get 20% of this new SSH channel, but I will get 15% of all your channels. He's just doing bad business, not
the fuck. He don't know what the fuck he doing.
And this is where things start to get very messy with me and Fredo. Here's how things work. Usually with a YouTube video, it may take you 2 days to edit a regular YouTube video. I knew that it was gonna take more than 2 days to edit a reality show because of how long it is, how much camera angles there are, all of that. And I also knew Fredo was already spending a lot of money on the reality show, and I didn't want him to spend too much. So I thought in my head, we can do that show. And I thought, okay, even though it takes 2 days, we're gonna do it for the same price that it usually takes, 2 days for 1 week, okay? Because I thought it was gonna take 1 week to do 1 episode of a reality show. But no. It takes a lot more than
a lot of time.
A reality show. It takes multiple editors to cut through down that footage, and then 1 or 2 editors to really hammer down and edit the actual show. And so there was just a lot going on there, and he eventually had to go and find another team. Here's where things got really bad. I was supposed to get a percentage deal of earnings from the reality show, but then right after filming, Fredo started talking about, oh, you're gonna get paid a certain amount. I ain't
gonna lie, this nigga need to get he need to get his lawyers, contact with them motherfuckers, and sue the fuck out his ass. This nigga ain't getting shit for real, boy, like what he really need.
Doing a percentage. He's like, no, we're not doing a percentage. We're gonna do a
Come John Flacco gang, you gonna get your fucking money, my nigga.
He said, oh man, I don't know, like there's a lot to think about, man. You did a lot. So after that call, I searched it up, and we eventually agree on $5,000 per month of work. Now, because we were editing the show, we weren't able to get that first episode out. He said, oh, even though you worked really hard, we're not gonna pay you on that month. I was like, that's kind of, but okay, fair. But there's still 2 months of work that I was working really, really hard every day, stopped doing everything I was doing to work on this show. So $5,000 per month for 2 months, which is $10,000. So a couple of weeks goes by, maybe a month, and I'm contacting Fredo, like, Fredo, hey, it's been a long time, like it's been a month, okay, so like when am I gonna get paid? He's like, oh man, I'm not sure, like I'm getting a brand deal. Then once that brand deal comes out, then I'll have enough funds to pay you. And then okay, I'll wait 2 weeks, and now I'm on a call with Fredo again. I said, hey, yo, Fredo, what's going on? You got that brand deal? He's like,
I ain't gonna lie, if I ain't get paid, I'm not gonna keep on working if I'm not getting paid from the previous times that I worked already. That's not how it works over here, Playboy.
Yeah, I got that brand deal. I'm like, okay.
I hope you see what's happening. The narrative is changing. It's been 2 weeks, no progress or initiative has been made. Fredo said, it'll I promise you by the end of the week, I'll get the rest of the money. 2 weeks have passed, nothing's been done. I can't read the rest of that shit.
Oh man, I forgot exactly how much do I owe you? And I
oh shit, hold up.
Brand deal. I'm like, okay, so you ready to pay me? He's like, oh man, I forgot exactly how much.
I have nothing to give you, Edelo. I told you this week.
Do I owe you? And I start to notice Fredo.
So he broke, and he's a fucking liar. And he's a fucking goofball.
Really tries to not pay me.
That's crazy.
So the diss track happens, and then Fredo is like, bro, what
But he
am I
could drop
gonna
that
do
shit.
next, man? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know what you can do. He's like, what? You can do what Jake Paul did. So I said, Fredo, you should box. The thing's big enough right now. The hype is big enough where if you start
That's why he wanted to go after DDG. That's why he wanted that fucking money.
calling out people, you
We
can
all
do
know
this.
that, though.
So we started getting on a list of who we can call out and all this, and we started playing around. And I started talking to him
These niggas think this shit some WWE shit. This ain't WWE, my nigga.
again.
You
about
broke as fuck.
helping you out, getting on calls again every day with you. I'm still not even getting paid. And then you started hearing from his voice how guilty he was. And then at the end of it, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay you something. I'm gonna pay you at least $2,500 tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning happens. Nothing's in my account. I'm like, I'm messaging your Fredo, what's going on? He's like, yeah, just wait for a while. I wait for a while, and $1,500 comes into account. I get paid, but not the exact amount he was literally gonna say he was gonna pay me. After that, I started realizing this guy actually doesn't really want to pay me, because he's telling me every time, I have a million issues going on right now. I don't have any money. I'm like, okay, tell me the problem. Tell me what's going on. And he would be like, I don't cry. I don't tell people. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? That's how it was with him. And eventually, I sent one of my last messages to Fredo, and here's what it was. I told Fredo, I said, starting today, I won't mention anything that isn't related to what's owed. I also won't be getting on calls. Put your money where your mouth is. If I'm truly valued and cared about, then this supersedes everything else. I start listing everything I'm owed. Producer of show, second channel earnings. So we get to the last one, and remaining balance, $10,263 that Fredo owes. Remember how I said that I thought this was all just happening to me? Because guess what? On that show, he paid the videographers, he paid the editors, he paid the people that came with the dogs, people that came with the snakes. He paid everybody but me. So I thought maybe this was just happening to me, and I didn't need to tell everybody about this. But then people that were working with Fredo, right now, contestants, they came out, started telling me they were experiencing the same exact things. Fredo, like, what are you doing trying to sue these people? What are you doing lying to everybody? What are you doing still faking your videos? We talked about this. Fredo, I thought you changed. Now, here's my last message.
That nigga ain't never gonna change,
Fredo,
boy.
You're either broke or you're lying. You're
Both
telling
of
me
them.
you have no money.
I told you
he's
broke, he's a liar, and he's a fucking goofy.
are coming to leave with you. You're telling them you have the money. If you are broke, how you living in a penthouse? How you getting courtside tickets to the Brooklyn Nets? Anyways, that's my last message.
I haven't
If you
seen
guys
that
wanna
fucking
see a
video. I
part
don't catch
two
up with that shit no
these
more.
guys, then go ahead and share and like. This video might actually get deleted by Fredo. So anyways, God bless everybody. I hope you're having a better time than me, my friends. But I'll talk to you guys.
I know I am, because in the whole 10,000 from another nigga that owe me? Hell no, boy. You got me fucked up all the fucking way, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. But hell yeah, let me see what he